That's why Georgia law enforcement works every day to keep drunk drivers off the road. Every DUI arrest could be one less family to lose someone to drunk driving. You can help. Hand the keys to a designated driver or call a ride service. It saves lives and prevents a costly DUI arrest. Drive sober or get pulled over. Brought to you by the Governor's Office of Highway Safety.
There's nothing like tailgating, touchdowns, and Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Twisted Tea goes down smooth and tastes like real iced tea because it's made with real brewed tea. Cool, refreshing, and a 5% kick of alcohol. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Look for the bright yellow cans wherever you buy beer. Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
A second consecutive national title.
Your home for the two-time defending champs. This is the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
The SEC is more than the Southeastern Conference. It's the Saturday electrifying conference, the Sunday elite conference, the stadium erupting conference, the stunning eyeballs conference, the superbly entertaining conference, the storied enduring conference. And, more often than not, the see you later everyone else conference. This is the SEC, where it just means more.
Inflation. Geez, the price of eggs, gas, you name it, huh? But there's one place your costs will stay steady and protect your home from unfriendly pests. Neil Hondo Williamson for Breda Pest Management. Most pest control companies' termite costs keep going up and up each year. With Breda, your termite protection costs are locked in. Breda Pest Management keeps termites out and expenses down. BREDA Pest.com.
Breda, no need to be afraid of bugs.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
At Grant Field with Georgia up 21-13. Dogs. Did we allow Tech to score on the first drive? No. But what we did was we held them, and we took over and promptly fumbled on our first possession, giving Tech a short field, and they cashed in. Haynes King with a 9-yard TD rush on a 37-yard drive for the Jackets. It only took 4 plays. Here on the Breda Pest Management Report, this is your little halftime review. Dominic Lovett with a 29-yard touchdown pass from Carson Beck tied things up. We were 7-7. Tech countered with a 25-yard field goal. Didn't go for it on 4th and 1 at the 7 or 8 yard line. They didn't go for it and instead opted for the field goal, which was unusual. Kendall Milton with a 3-yard TD rush put the Dogs on top. That made it 14-10. Then another long field goal by Tech, 45-yarder, 14-13 narrowed the score. Dejon Edwards with a 3-yard run, and that put Georgia on top, 21-13. That's where we stand right now. The Dogs have 236 yards of total offense. Georgia Tech has 193. Tech has dominated the clock with almost 18 minutes time of possession, and it really showed in the first 20 minutes of the game when they were up by about, or 25 minutes when they were up by about 10 minutes of possession at that time. And the difference being really that Georgia has lost the one fumble and given Tech that short field. Otherwise, you're looking at a score that's like a typical Georgia score. We have 21 points in the half. We're averaging 41 points a game. Kendall Milton, 10 carries for 86 yards. He's your leading rusher. Carson Beck is 8 of 11 passing for 122 yards. 1 TD throw. That went to Dominic Lovett, who was our leading receiver with 3 catches for 48 yards. No Brock Bowers tonight. No Ladd McConkey. No Tate Ratledge. Whole lot of guys sitting down for the Bulldogs. That's it for your Breda Pest Management halftime report. Our first half best in-game stats were brought to you by Old Dominion Freight Line. Old Dominion Freight Line works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to be the official freight partner of Georgia Athletics. 21-13, Bulldog Sports Network.
With Northside Hospital, you can look forward to new beginnings, look ahead to comeback seasons, and look up for hope and strength. Northside welcomes you into our community of care, guided by one clear direction, a mission to heal. Led by our expertise in maternity, heart, cancer, orthopedics, and more, you can move into tomorrow with confidence. For a healthier future together, look to Northside Hospital.
Hey Dog Nation, I'm excited to let you in on a little secret. When it comes to home financing, Southeast Mortgage is the real deal. We have a winning game plan to tackle your home loan needs. Southeast Mortgage understands what it means to support Georgia, and we'll make your home buying experience a winning drive. Get in the game and choose Southeast Mortgage. Visit our website at southeastmortgage.com/UGA to get started. Let's score a touchdown for your future. Go Dogs!
NMLS number 103956. Georgia Residential Mortgage Licensee number 6578.
When the game's on the line, you can count on the Georgia Bulldogs to hunker down and pull out the victory. For over 20 years, Walton Gas has defended against tricky schemes like introductory rates and hidden fees. You always score with Walton's best-in-class service and straightforward rate plans. It's time you join a winning team. Sign up with the champs of customer satisfaction, Walton Gas. Call or visit waltongas.com to learn more about Georgia's most trusted natural gas provider. And as always, go Dogs!
The holidays start here at Kroger with a variety of options to celebrate traditions old and new. You could do a classic herb-roasted turkey or spice it up and make turkey tacos. Serve up a go-to shrimp cocktail or use Simple Truth wild-caught shrimp for your first Cajun risotto. No matter how you shop, Kroger has all the freshest ingredients to embrace all your holiday traditions. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield and JMI Sports under the broadcast rights granted by the University of Georgia. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the University of Georgia, Learfield, and JMI Sports. Announcers are provided by Learfield and JMI Sports and approved by the University of Georgia.
Halftime winding down. We're back in the Piedmont Healthcare radio booth, and let's go down to the sidelines. DJ Shockley, brought to you by attorney Ken Nugent. DJ.
Hey, fellas, well, we had a very passionate Kirby Smart at halftime, imploring his team to play the way they played all year, not to do things outside of the character of which they have done. He said, I've seen some guys doing some stuff that we didn't do this year. I don't see it in your eyes right now, but he said, I'm putting it on the line of scrimmage. On the offensive line, keep roll great, but he said he really put it on the defensive line and asked them to strike people and get after people. The only way they win a state championship is if the lines of scrimmage win tonight, and he was very firm about those guys having to be big, and this first drive is huge.
All right, Shock. Georgia gets the ball to start the second half. Tech will kick it off, hangs it up high at the 1, Muse to return it to the 10, to the 15, to the 20, to the 30, to the 35, spins at the 36 and down around the 37 or 38. Another nice return by Mekhi Muse up the far sideline, and Georgia will have good starting field position there at the 38-yard line. 37-yard return or so by Mekhi Muse, giving Georgia just 62 yards from the end zone, leading 21-13 as we start the third quarter.
Dogs very effective on the ground. 17 carries, 114 yards, averaging 6.7 per carry. Kendall Milton leading the way with 86 yards. Carson Beck in that first half, very efficient, 8 out of 11, 122 yards and a touchdown.
Edwards starts the second half in the backfield with Beck, takes the handoff, looking for space on the right side. Tech with penetration in the backfield by Moala, the linebacker, and he just slings Edwards to the turf for a loss back at the 36-yard line. We lost 2 yards.
Dejan's going to want that one back. He hesitated just a little bit, was thinking about cutting that up north and south, didn't have much room, but would have minimized any kind of loss there. Tried to bounce it outside right into the waiting arms of a Tech defender.
Second and almost 12 now for Georgia's offense. First possession of the second half. Lovett in motion to the left side, in the slot to the left. Snap it back to Beck. Play fake. Sets up pressure from the edge. Steps up in the pocket. Throws into a crowded zone and almost intercepted off a tip off the hands of Dylan Bell, but incomplete. Tech went diving for it. And one of the linebackers, Eford, went diving on the field at the 50, but couldn't come up with the tipped ball. It's incomplete. Third down and 11 for the Dogs.
Tech went cover 3. Really great coverage. Carson tried to fit that into a super tight window. Tech able to get a couple of arms on it, and Dogs actually fortunate that didn't get deflected and picked off.
Oh, you're right. Third down and long for Georgia. We're on our own 37-yard line. Moving to the right to start the second half. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right for Beck. They snap it. Carson, deep ball, one-on-one with Bell, and an over-the-shoulder catch. Are they going to give it to him? They say, yeah, he caught it at the Tech 34. They watched it all the way, the officials did. Now, they may review it. From here, it looked like he was juggling it, but they've given it to him at the 24-yard line, not the 34, the 24.
Boy, what a catch by Dylan Bell. Now, the question, I'm sure they're going to take a look at this one. Did he have complete control over the football?
It's a completed pass for a first down. The play is under further review.
Are they going to look at the play again? See if he did catch it. The play's under review. Brought to you by Pruitt Health, where family makes us stronger. Proud partner of the Georgia Bulldogs. And we got a timeout. Tech has an injured player also, so a lot going on. A review, an injury, and a timeout. Our second half brought to you by First Franklin Financial, serving our neighbors since 1941. Georgia 21, Tech 13. Third quarter, back after this. Bulldog Sports Network.
All of us love the Georgia Bulldogs. Hey, they're our team. At First Franklin Financial, we want to be your home team when you need extra cash. With over 120 locations in Georgia, we're fast, friendly, and right around the corner. Loan approvals are done right at the branch, so you can get your money right away, sometimes in the same day. Visit WeMakeLoans.com to find the First Franklin branch near you. All loan terms and APR depend on meeting our underwriting and income criteria and may require collateral. First Franklin Financial Corporation, NMLS number 141654. Georgia residence licensing number 5656. Offer not available in North Carolina.
America, it's time to gear up and get out there in a new Ford vehicle. And it all starts at your local Ford dealer during the Discover Summer Sales Event. Choose from a great selection of Ford trucks and SUVs equipped with the tech and comfort you need to discover your best summer ever. With a large inventory in stock, now is the best time to trade in, trade up, and discover summer with Ford. This is your time to discover summer at your local Ford dealer.
This is the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Cracked walls, wet basement? Call ESOG for foundation repair, waterproofing, and engineering. It's Hondo for Engineered Solutions of Georgia, proud partner of the Georgia Bulldogs.
Star 678 ESOG now.
Dogs fans, in Athens, we have two important rules. Support local business and cheer on the Georgia Bulldogs. This season, we would like to thank our official hometown team partners for their support of Georgia athletics. Georgia Cotton Farmers, Longhorn Steakhouse in Athens, CertaPro Painters of Athens, and Schumann Farms. Learn more about how you can support these great local partners by finding the Hometown Team Partners ad in the digital game program on GeorgiaDogs.com. Support our hometown team partners and you'll support the dogs.
After you work out, you can feel worn out. Reach for Core Power to recover right. A delicious protein shake with 26 grams of high-quality protein to build muscle. Champion your recovery with Core Power. Proud partner of Georgia football. Learn more at corepower.com.
Back inside the Piedmont Healthcare radio booth, as referee Tim Hedgepeth, just seconds before we come out of the break, announced after the review that Bell was bobbling the ball, did not have possession before he went out of bounds, so that erases a 39-yard gain and becomes an incomplete pass. So they overrule the ruling on the field. And Georgia will be spotted back at the 37-yard line. 21-13, Dogs lead Tech, 13:44 to go here in the third quarter. Join BMW's Drive to End Hunger and support a worthy cause and receive a credit of up to $3,000 on select November 30th. For more details, visit BMWATL.com today. Proud sponsor of Georgia Athletics, and Go Dogs. So Georgia now will have to punt it away. Brett Thorson on for the first time tonight. He gets one, maybe two if on a good night, of these per game. He's like the least used kicker in the conference. And Georgia has not given up a punt return all season long. See if that continues. 4th down and 11 from the 37. Tech looks like they want to come after. They're shifting guys all over on their side. Snap it back to Thorson. Here they come from the edges. We get the ball away. And it will come down. Fair catch called for by Tech. And that was Dominic Blaylock, the former Bulldog. And he makes the fair catch at the 22-yard line. 41-yard punt, no return. And Tech will have the ball there with 13:38 remaining in the third quarter, trailing by 8.
We'll see how the Dogs respond to the talking to they received at halftime. And really the key thing to watch here in this second half is, can we win on first down and force Tech into some second and third and long situations, of which they were in very few in that first half.
They'll run out of the pistol. King turns around and hands it to Haynes. He angles to the left, cuts back towards the middle of the field, and that's where C.J. Allen, the freshman linebacker, and Nazir Stackhouse, a senior lineman, hit the Tech running back at the 27-yard line. He got 5 yards. 2nd and 5 for the Yellow Jackets.
Pretty good defensive look there by Georgia. Just a great cut by Haynes.
Smith goes high on a run to the right. He kind of leaped over Javon Bullard, who got a piece of him, rising in the air as he tried to hurdle over him. And down at the 30, almost the 34-yard line. That's 7 more and a first down.
Boy, Tech continuing just to wear out the edges of this Georgia defense.
And they're doing it with a trio of runners. Dante Smith and Jamal Haynes, the backs, and then the quarterback, Haynes King. Now they split the backfield as our line shifts left. Handed to Smith, running this way to the near side. He outruns Tyke Smith to the corner. And Smith up to the 45-yard line, tackled by the linebacker Allen and the safety Malachi Starks. They'll put the ball down on the 44.
Once again, the Dogs lose leverage, allowing Tech to get outside. It's just run to the left, run to the right, run to the left. Every once in a while, they'll pull it down and let King take it up the middle.
That was a 10-yard gain that time. Tech rushing for 133 yards thus far in the game. Under 12 minutes remaining, third quarter. Tight end shifts to the left. Snap it back to Haynes King. He gives it to Smith, and this time we get his legs. Raylan Wilson from behind tripped him up at the 43. He falls forward to where the 45-yard line. That may be where they spot the ball, and they will, so they give him a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9 for Georgia Tech. Wilson with a nice play on this near side to make the tackle to prevent any further damage.
Well, a lot of misdirection in this Tech running game. They pulled a guard and tackle, influencing the play to the right while they ran it to the left.
King to the tight end, off his hands at the 50, Benson, and almost intercepted off the tip by Bullard. Javon Bullard went diving for it around the Georgia 49-yard line after it glanced off Benson's hands, a big tight end, 6'4", from Chalfont, Pennsylvania. The ball is incomplete. It'll bring up 3rd down and 9 now for Tech on their 45. Allen and Wilson, the linebackers, came in with pressure, and King had to jump and throw that ball a little bit sooner than he wanted to. He's in the pocket. He's got pressure again, and he misses his target. Crossing route over the middle at the Georgia 42. Chase Lane was the guy he was trying to hit. Ball went sailing high over his head, incomplete, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, credit the pressure that the Georgia front four. Actually, we brought a linebacker there as well. Getting into the face of King, forcing that throw just to be a little bit high. He had his receiver, but ball just outside of the reach.
4th and 9 for Georgia Tech on the 45. They've got David Shanahan in to punt it away. Mekhi Muse is the deep man back for Georgia. He's on our 18-yard line. And Tech has an early movement and flags and whistles before they snap it.
Ball start. Offense from 27. 5-yard penalty. Still 4th down.
5-yard walk-off against Tech that puts the ball back on their 40. And Shanahan prepares to kick it away once again. He has the snap, left-footed kick, high, hanging long, beautiful spiral. Muse mishandles the punt at the 13, but he's right on the near sideline, and the ball, fortunately for Georgia, bounces out of bounds. Oh, that could have been a disaster.
Boy, you're not kidding.
My goodness.
That would have been terrible. Dogs fortunate that ball caromed off of Mekhi Muse's 8 and 7, immediately out of bounds.
46 yards on the punt. Dogs have the ball at our 14-yard line as we mishandled it, but the ball went right out of bounds as Muse was right on the near sideline. We've got a timeout here in Atlanta with Georgia leading Georgia Tech 21-13. Our second half is brought to you by First Franklin Financial, serving our neighbors since 1941. We're back in a moment on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
Dos Equis knows Georgia game day is filled with iconic traditions. Hunkering down, the hedges, the dog walk. The pregame text to your ex for her dad's cable login so you and your buddy can stream the game even though you promised last season you were just about to get your own subscription. Whatever your game day ritual is, make sure you're doing it with a real one. Dos Equis. Enjoy Dos Equis responsibly. Copyright 2023 Dos Equis. Imported by Cervezas Mexicanas, White Plains, New York.
Get the home field advantage every time with Fairfield by Marriott, official hotel partner of the NCAA. Whether you're a student athlete working toward your championship dreams or your team's biggest fan, Fairfield has everything you need to get ready for game day, from comfortable guest rooms to complimentary hot breakfast. Fairfield is part of the Marriott Bonvoy portfolio of hotels. Visit fairfield.marriott.com to book your next game day stay.
When this is a crackling campfire, there's no cause for concern. But when it's the sound of your cabinets cracking and smoldering following a fire that's damaged your entire kitchen, you need to call ServPro at 1-800-ServPro. Only the cleanup specialists at ServPro can help make fire and water damage like it never even happened. So call 1-800-ServPro when fire threatens your home or business. ServPro, fire and water cleanup and restoration. Independently owned and operated.
There once was a nutcracker who crunched walnuts to bits. All through the holidays, he never quits. But alas, he longed for something more. A gift much better than this tedious chore. Until one day he saw in his nutcracking bowl, why, a holiday scratcher, straight from the North Pole. Nutcracker won millions, he took great adventures. And of course, he purchased some solid gold dentures. It's the gift everyone wants to get. Give holiday scratchers from the Georgia Lottery. Play responsibly.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
With Eric Tyre, Scott Howard joining you from the Piedmont Healthcare radio booth tonight. Our regular crew is in full tact tonight, if that even makes any sense. Neil Williamson and Chris Schiavone on the front row here with Tyre and myself. And then behind us we've got Adam Gillespie, our producer, engineer, Josh Connor, ready to do some post-game work as well. Kevin Butler's back there. We've got DJ Shockley on the sidelines. Luke Nadkarni in the network studios. Jeff Dantzler's around here somewhere. He'll be joining Kevin for our post-game coverage in just a little bit. We've got 11 minutes to go in the third quarter. Georgia leads Georgia Tech 21-13. Dogs ball, 1st and 10 on our 14-yard line. Lovett in motion to the left. Beck claps his hands it off to Milton. Milton breaks through a hole, almost pulled away from a tackle at the 20. Man had his leg. He still got 3 or 4 yards after that. Moala, the linebacker. And Milton goes for 10 all the way to the 24 and gets a Scana Energy first down on that first down carry.
Boy, a great job, block there by Fairchild. Pulled from his guard position. Tech brought an outside linebacker that crashed on that play almost immediately. Fairchild able to shield him off to open up a little bit of running space for Milton.
Toss it to Kendall to the left side. He's got running room, over 100 yards and more. Crosses the 30, contact at the 39. He's still up right at the 40 as the pile joins him and pushes him almost to the 43-yard line. The linebacker Tatum was the first guy to try to slow him down, but we had forward progress. And Milton and the offensive line pick up another Scana Energy first down all the way out to the Georgia 43-yard line. 19-yard run by Milton as he goes over 100 yards tonight.
Tech has zero answer right now for this running game of Georgia. This offensive line of ours just pushing white jerseys back like they're on skates.
Lovett comes in motion, takes the position in the slot to the right. Beck up to the line to talk to his teammates. Now he hands it off to Milton. Milton's got space, midfield, in Tech territory at the 40 and down right there.
Check at the line of scrimmage there by Carson Beck, changing that play to run to the opposite side. Like something that he saw, all the Georgia Tech linebackers shifted to our right, leaving a gaping hole off tackle right behind Fairchild and Green.
They got him in the next level, Z. Powell, Lee, and Johnson in the secondary tackle Milton after a 17-yard gain. Kendall Milton at 132 yards for the night on 13 carries. And he's going to get another try here. This time they hit him at the line of scrimmage. They double-team him and knock him back. He may have a loss, and that may be his first lost yardage play of the evening. Douse the tackle and Tatum the linebacker. Stop him at the 41. He lost a yard.
Well, take a look now to see if the Dogs take a shot. Tech that time to slow this Georgia running game down. 8 guys in the box, leaving their corners on an island. If we want to take a shot with how we're running the football and how Tech's going to have to adjust, we're going to have some opportunities.
No Bowers, no McConkey tonight. Dejon Edwards in the game in the backfield. 3 receivers tight to the right in a bunch formation. 7 on the play clock. Beck brings a man in motion, Delp to the left. Snap it with 2 seconds. Beck in the pocket, bounces, throws, and caught. Lovett, I think, at the 29. Dominic Lovett from right to left across the middle of the field. Caught a dart from Beck. King with the tackle, the safety, but Georgia picks up a first down at the 29-yard line. They get 12 yards on the pass play.
Again, Tech tried to bring pressure, isolating their defensive backs one-on-one. Good job in protection, allowing a clean pocket for Carson and a strike on a deep end route.
Now we have Delp and Lucky in at tight ends. They shift from right to left. Tight at the end of the line of scrimmage. Edwards in the backfield. Man in motion to the near side is Arian Smith. Play fake, quick one, throw it to Arian in open field. 30, 25, 20, made a man miss down to the 16-yard line.
Boy, and Tech, because they're having to load up the box, even that little bubble screen to Arian Smith, one-on-one outside, a nice block. I believe it was Dylan Bell on one of the DBs, and then a little shimmy and shake by Arian Smith for another nice pickup.
12-yard gain and into the Massey Ferguson red zone. He made Powell Lee miss with a nice move, and then Braylon Oliver, senior linebacker, made the tackle. But Georgia again in the Massey Ferguson red zone looking for more, leading by 8. Beck goes under center, and they'll hand it off to Edwards, trying to run it left guard and left tackle. There's not a lot of space there, and he's going to be jammed up at the line of scrimmage by Scott, the lineman, the end on that side, and Tatum, the linebacker. And let's see, they put him down at the 18, so he lost a yard.
Boy, Tech almost just saying, listen, we've seen enough of you running the football on us. We're loading up that box. If you're going to beat us now, you're going to have to throw it, and we're going to try to bring pressure to get to you.
Marcus Rosemy Jack Saint will line up at a wide out to the left for Beck. And Lovett and Bell on the right side. Bell's in the slot. Edwards in the backfield to the left of Beck. They send Lovett in motion to the left. Hand it off to Dejon. Nowhere to go. Tech ate him alive. Behind the line, back at the 21. We're going backwards now. We lose 3 more yards. Scott and Kennard up on that defensive front make the play for the Tech defense. Lost 3 yards. It's 3rd down and 14 for the Dogs on the Tech 21-yard line.
Tech has shown a lot of pressure. They haven't been scared to bring safety pressure, linebacker pressure, 3rd and long. See what they do here.
Beck talks to his line. Mims and Truss on the right side, and then you've got Green and Morris on the left. Van Pran in the middle. Empty set. 3 left and 2 to the right. Beck, quick throw out to the left. It's off the hands of Mekhi Muse. It bounced up high, hung up in the air, almost too long, and it's incomplete. Tried to set up a screen, a quick screen to the left for little Mekhi Muse. Pass was a little bit high, but it hit him right in the hands up above his head and went bouncing high in the air. Tech almost able to get to it in time for a tipped interception. We've had one of those tonight. We're going to go reaching for a field goal now on 4th down. That was too close.
Yeah, even if we catch that, probably not going to get much out of it. Dogs just trying to keep points on the board All we were trying to do there was improve our field goal attempt position.
39-yard try for Woodring, kicking to the right with a little bit of wind stirring up. Snap to Beck. Hold. Kick is away, and the kick is good right into the net. 39-yard field goal by Peyton Woodring, and that good kick, the good hands at Allstate will contribute to the Georgia Bulldogs General Scholarship Fund, and we say thank you to Allstate. 3 more for the Dogs. The lead is 11 now. It's Georgia 24 and Georgia Tech 13. Timeouts. Second half brought to you by First Franklin Financial. Go see the friendly Franklin folks at one of their convenient Georgia locations. Back in a moment on the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Hey, Georgia, let's get you covered. Do concerns about the cost keep you from getting the medical care you need? Does health coverage seem confusing? Georgia Access is our state's way for all residents to find quality, affordable health insurance. At georgiaaccess.gov, you can explore a variety of plans that meet your needs and budget and find information about financial assistance. You may qualify for low-cost or no-cost coverage. Open enrollment begins November 1st. Visit georgiaaccess.gov today to learn more. Georgia Access. Your health, your way. Proud partner of the Georgia Bulldogs.
Do you call the dogs in your sleep? See bulldogs in the clouds? Never wear orange and blue together? If so, there's no better way to show your Dog Nation pride than with the Georgia Bulldogs Regents Visa debit card and prepaid Regents Now card. As passionate as you are about the Bulldogs, Regents is even more passionate about celebrating your every financial win and helping you plan for the next one. To order your card, visit regents.com/GoDogs. Regents, official bank of the SEC. Member FDIC. Terms, conditions, and fees apply.
Don't go anywhere. The Dogs are coming right back. You're listening to the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Ring, ring. No, that's not my phone. Just the bling on my fingers, baby. Ring, ring. Neil Honda Williamson here for Breda Pest Management, proud sponsor of the Bulldogs. I've used Breda for over a decade now, and our house is bug-free and critter-free always. Give Breda a call and keep your home free from bugs and critters. No need to be afraid of bugs. Breda Pest Management, BREDA pest.com.
Breda, no need to be afraid of bugs.
The holidays are always hectic, but with the BMW i5 and iX, you can make them 100% electric. Make every journey a thrill with the cutting-edge driver technology in the BMW iX. Or step into the first ever BMW i5 with its dynamic performance and iconic presence. Find your ultimate 100% electric BMW at the Electric BMW Road Home Sales Event and turn the holidays from hectic to electric. BMW, the ultimate electric driving machine. Proud sponsor of Georgia Athletics. Visit BMWATL.com for great offers. Go Dogs!
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
Back inside the Piedmont Healthcare radio booth here in Atlanta, Georgia, with a 24-13 lead now as the Dogs get a 39-yard Peyton Woodring field goal, his 16th straight make. And it was a 10-play, 65-yard scoring drive in 5:45. And that's your Georgia Metals Drive summary. From a doghouse to a dog's house, Georgia Metals has got you covered. Let's pause 10 seconds. Station identification on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
WSB Atlanta, WSB BFM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
Let's go down to the sidelines. DJ Shockley is brought to you by attorney Ken Nugent. DJ, what do you got?
As we get close to this drive for the defense to come on the field, one thing that Kirby Smart mentioned at the half was he specifically talked to the linebackers that he wanted them to strike them more than they did in the first half. Thought Tech ran it harder than Georgia tackled, so he kind of forced the issue with those guys to say, let's go get and be more physical at the point of attack.
All right, Shock, we'll see if those words ring true to our defense as they come back out after another touchback from Jared Zirkle. Kick that one into the end zone. Tech will have the ball at the 25, trailing Georgia now 24-13. Georgia football brought to you in part tonight by Dos Equis, a proud partner of Georgia Athletics. Get a dose and enjoy Dos Equis responsibly. First and 10, Yellow Jackets at their own 25. They'll run out of the pistol. And now they shift out of that. Haynes to the left of Haynes King. Man in motion to the near side. Give it to the running back, Jamal Haynes. He got outside the tackle, and up the field he goes, as we've seen a lot tonight. Working the edges. He crosses the 30 and is hit collectively at the 33-yard line, led by Javon Bullard C.J. Allen also got a piece of him, but he got 8 yards to the 33, second down and 2. Tech goes fast, and they run it again. And it's Haynes again, up across the 35-yard line. His body falls forward for a first down, close to the 36. Warren Brinson on the stop for the Georgia defense.
Tech that time in between the tackles, but boy, they have made a living just working the edges. Dogs continue to get caught inside, losing that outside leverage and losing outside contain, which is what's creating all these gash runs.
Haynes with 55 yards for Tech. The other back, Smith, has 56 tonight. Play fake out of the pistol. King to set up with pressure coming from the edge. He overthrows his man, incomplete at the 45. We had a guy bearing down on him. Was it Kamari Lassiter? Lassiter was in coverage. I think it may have been Munden that was coming in from his backside. He was trying to go to Dominic Blaylock around the 45 and overthrew everybody. And Munden was the guy with pressure on Haynes King, and he may have even taken a lick after that.
Yeah, Haynes King, after starting out 6 out of 7, now 7 out of 13 for only 87 yards.
Second and 10 from their 36. Play fake, he wants to run. Ty Ingram Dawkins fights off the block and makes a terrific play. Oh, my goodness, now flags at the end of the play. He stopped King right around the 36.5, the 37-yard line, and then the officials just threw the flag as he finished off the play, making the tackle. Maybe he celebrated a little bit.
After the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense number 93, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
So Ingram Dawkins comes out of the ball game, and the first guy he sees on the sideline is Kirby Smart.
I don't know what Kirby's going to tell him. Don't tackle him.
Tech with 15 yards moves up to the Georgia 48-yard line now. And we'll see if that changes the momentum, because it was definitely going Georgia's way before that flag came out. First and 10 at the 48 for Tech. Empty set, King. Deep ball, far sideline, and caught. No, incomplete. Inside the 20. It was almost caught by Jamal Haynes, the running back. C.J. Allen was the guy, the linebacker, down there trying to cover way downfield on the far side.
Well, they had the matchup they wanted. Haynes on our linebacker, Allen. Haynes had Allen beat by a couple of steps. Allen didn't quit on the play, able to get a hand in on Haynes right as Haynes went to reach for the football.
And it hit their back. Jamal Haynes in the hands. He was trying to make an over-the-shoulder catch on the sideline. He just didn't catch it. Long incomplete ball. Second down and 10 for Tech on the Dogs' 48. 24-13 our score. Georgia in front. Now Tech will run it to the near side. Had a little bit of blocking for Dante Smith. And then he's collapsed at the 45 by Malachi Starks and Smile Munden right in front of the Tech sideline. And the gain is 3. Ball spotted down on the near hash at the Georgia 45-yard line.
Better job there, the Dogs stretching out that play. And then great close by Malachi Starks to come up on that play as well.
Third down 7 for Tech. 3:13 to go. Third quarter, now less than that. They send a man in motion to the right. That's Leary. Lines up in the slot. King looking left all the way. Dumps it over the middle. Nowhere near. His receiver kind of slipped on the turf. Eric Singleton, as he was trying to cut back towards the middle of the field and get to the ball. And King missed him by 3 or 4 yards in that direction, and it's incomplete. 4th down and 7 for Tech.
Dogs only rushed 3. Then we had a spy on King as well. Nice job in coverage there by the Dogs, and Tech keeping the offense on the field to go for it.
2 receivers to each side trying to draw the Dogs off on 4th and 7 at their 45. Dogs don't move. Now King will talk to his line a little bit. Play clock at 14. Dogs defense talking to one another. Back in the shotgun, they will run the play. King in the pocket, throws it deep all over the middle. Oh, they're going to get the flag on Georgia. Yep. Interference on Georgia. Pass is incomplete on the tight end. Smile Munden ran into Brett Seither, the former Bulldog, around the 23-yard line. And the flags came out.
Pass interference. Defense. 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
Yeah, no, that's the second 15-yard penalty in this series against the Dogs defense, see?
Yeah, Kirby Smart is saying that football was tipped. I don't think that it was, but he's pleading his case to no avail.
So another 15-yard penalty will put the ball on the Georgia 30-yard line now, and Tech gets a redo. 1st and 10 there. Well, can't make a first down on your own. Hope for a penalty. They've gotten a couple of them.
The ruling on the field is DPI. The play is under review to determine if the ball was tipped.
That ball may have been tipped. We just saw the replay. It was. You can see it coming out. It was Logue that actually got a big hand up there and tipped it.
Tim Hedgepeth going incognito with the DPI explanation there as he goes and puts the headset on, and we'll take a look at the review. The play is under review. It's brought to you by Pruitt Health, where family makes us stronger, proud partner of the Georgia Bulldogs. So if the pass was tipped, of course that negates the interference call, and it would be Georgia football from the back at the original line of scrimmage. Call on the field is, as the referee said, DPI, defensive pass interference. But you could clearly see in that view on the replay, on the video board, Zion Logue tipped the ball, and then he held his arm up. He raised his hand up to signify that he got a piece of it.
Well, you can see the ball coming out, started to wobble as soon as it passed Logue's hands, as soon as he tipped it. Not super clear on the video, so who knows where this one's going to go.
Should come back. Maybe that's what's taking a little while. They had to see where they spotted the football. Here's the announcement.
After further review, the ball was tipped. Therefore, there is no foul for defensive pass interference. The result of the play is a turnover on down. First down, Georgia.
Sounds like referee Hedgepeth might need a little 5-hour energy or something. The review was... Come on, man, get some life. 2:56 to go, third quarter. Georgia gets the ball back at the 45-yard line. And the kids banging on the window to our left aren't banging anymore. 1st and 10, Dogs. Beck goes under center. Milton's the lone setback. Fakes a toss. Fakes the handoff dive, hands it to Bell on a reverse. Dylan Bell, far side, in Tech territory, breaks a tackle at the 30, and they collar him down around the 25-yard line.
Boy, Dogs set that up perfectly. Georgia Tech just pinning their ears back right now, trying to shut down this running game with Georgia. We use that aggressiveness against them, get a big offensive lineman, but Oscar Delp was out in front as well. Huge play there by the Dogs, and immediately within striking distance.
Dogs on the Tech 26-yard line, 1st and 10. Far hash moving right. Handoff, Milton. Left side of the line of scrimmage as he breaks over the line. They corral him before he could get into that second level. Tackle him up around the shoulder pads and the neck area and sling him down. That was Zeke Biggers. And aptly named 6'6" and 333. Dogs got 3. They go quickly. Beck will throw. He'll pass, and it's caught around the 15-yard line, far sideline. Tech has to wrestle him out of bounds. That's Dylan Bell again. And they had some work to do to get him out of bounds. He didn't want to go down quietly.
Boy, what a catch there by Dylan Bell. That ball on his inside shoulder. He was expected on his outside shoulder, so caught that in some traffic with a closing Georgia Tech defender. And then the strength of Bell to carry a defender out of bounds 3 or 4 more yards down the field.
Georgia in the Massey Ferguson red zone, 1st and 10. On the 13-yard line, man in motion to the near side is Lovett. Will throw it to him on the right side. Lovett makes the catch. 10, 5, man on his back. He's piggybacking him out of bounds at the 4.
Big block there by Dylan Bell as well on the bubble screen to Love it. Dogs knocking on the door.
Lovett caught the ball, was in wide open spaces on the right side, and then Kyle Kennard jumped on his back and rode him out of bounds. He never got him on the ground at the 4-yard line. The gain was almost a full 10. They call it a second down and less than a yard to go, so give him 9 and change. Dogs on the doorstep again on the Tech 4-yard line, leading at 24-13. Break the huddle fast. Milton in the backfield. Snap it to Beck. Hand it to Kendall. Big hole. Big block by Green. Touchdown, Milton. 4-yard burst.
Boy, huge hole opened up right in between Fairchild and Green. Kendall Milton waltzed in. And there is a Tech defender that is on the ground right now at the 1-yard line, and their medical staff has walked out and checking on him.
They could have driven the old rambling wreck through that hole on the left side. See, that thing was huge with Fairchild and Ernest Green, who's wearing 77 tonight, and Kendall Milton had no problem seeing that hole and just sprinting right into the end zone for the 4-yard touchdown. That Georgia score brought to you by Engineered Solutions of Georgia, proud partner of the Georgia Bulldogs. And the UGA chants are starting to crank up with 31 seconds to go in the third quarter, and the Dogs up by 17 with the point after pending because of a Tech injury. Scoring drive, 55 yards in 5 plays. Georgia took over on bounds after an incompleted pass. Ball tipped at the line of scrimmage, and the Dogs got the ball at their 45, and then 5 plays later in the end zone, 2:25 on the clock, a 4-yard run by Milton. Second touchdown of the night. That's your Georgia Metals drive summary. From a doghouse to a dog's house, Georgia Metals has got you covered. Do we know who the injured player is? We couldn't see him, and now he's covered up by training personnel. He's still laying on his back, and some of the trainers are in close talking to him right now. Georgia's huddled up on its sideline as we await the point after. Meriwether and Tharp scoreboard. Here in the second half, Florida State leads Florida in Gainesville 17-15 late in the fourth. Clemson 16-7 leading South Carolina just starting the fourth there in Columbia. That's your scoreboard update. Meriwether and Tharp, the Atlanta divorce team. Here it's 30-13. And when Peyton Woodring gets a chance to try it, he'll try to make it 31-13. There's 31 seconds to go in the third quarter. And the Tech player is still down on the turf on his back as he was injured on the 4-yard scoring run by Kendall Milton, who has a career night working. 139 yards for Milton on 16 carries. He scored from 3 yards out and from 4 yards out. Dejon Edwards has a touchdown tonight as well for the Dogs. Dominic Lovett, Dominic Lovett, 29-yard touchdown reception. That was our first score of the game on the TD pass from Beck, and then we've got a field goal from Woodring as well, 39-yarder. Clayton Powell-Lee, we are told, is the injured player, the safety from Atlanta. And now they've got him up in some form, but he can't walk by himself. His arms are draped around 2 trainers, and they escort him off the field to the sideline. He's got a towel over his head as well. And now we'll get to try the extra point.
Yeah, Scott, the story of this game for Georgia offensively has just been our offensive line just manhandling the front 7 for this Georgia Tech defensive front. Dogs now averaging 7.1 yards per carry.
Closing in on 200 yards rushing tonight. And here's Woodring to try the point after. Snap, hold, kick. Good. 31-13. Late third quarter. Georgia leads by a little bit more now as they inch a little bit closer to the fourth and final period. See how many of the home folks start to head for the exits.
A little extra pushing and shoving down on the field as well, as Tech is getting a little bit chippy. Are we taking a cue from the guy in the box to the left of us?
I think his chippiness has been aided by his imbibing, maybe. Third quarter recap is presented by Ag South, Ag Georgia, and Southwest Georgia Farm Credit Loans for land and farm. Georgia has outscored Tech 10-0 here in the period. Total yardage in the third quarter so far, 119 for Georgia, 38 for Georgia Tech. We've rushed for 77. Tech's rushed for 38. The number one Bulldogs are playing like the number one Bulldogs. Here's the kick by Zirkle. High, end over end, hangs a long time in the air. Bounces on the one and goes in the end zone. And Leary wasn't going to move off the goal line I think his teammate may have wanted him to try to return that one. Because it landed outside of the end zone and then bounced in. And they're still talking about it, the two guys, as they come off the field. And now a coach intercepts Christian Leary and talks to him as well. 31-13 Georgia. Tech ball on their 25. Remaining seconds of the third period. Haynes King in the shotgun. Shifts Smith from left to right. Play fake to Smith. Rolls to the right. Runs immediately. Throws it out in front to the tight end Leonard. Leonard makes the catch and then is hit out of bounds at the 30-yard line. 5-yard gain. Munden, the man who made the hit and the tackle. And gets the big Dylan Leonard, the 6'5 tight end from Milton, Georgia, out of bounds.
Little design rollout. Just trying to flood that flat zone as you brought Leonard over from the other side of the formation. Just a quick, shallow crossing route.
Z, that's going to be the last play of the quarter. 15 minutes to go as the third quarter expires here in Atlanta. Georgia 31, Georgia Tech 13. Dog fans are going to light up Bobby Dodd Stadium right now. Our second half is brought to you by First Franklin Financial. Visit oneffc.com to learn more. 15 minutes to go as we get ready for the fourth quarter here at Bobby Dodd Stadium. It's Georgia 31, Tech 13 on the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Creature Comforts Brewing Company is the official craft beer of your Georgia Bulldogs. These two Athens institutions have joined to connect quality beer with the passion and pageantry of the UGA faithful. So whether it's Georgia's favorite craft beer, Tropicalia IPA, the award-winning Classic City Lager, or Georgia's #1 new brand, Bigger Dreams Hazy IPA, Creature Comforts has you covered on game day and every day. Two brands, one town, one team. Go Dogs! Sip 'em! Creature Comforts Brewing Company, Athens, Georgia. Available wherever cold beer is served. Champions drink responsibly.
Did you know you can shop Cyber Monday early at Kohl's? Well, guess what? You can. With their Cyber Jumpstart deals, I got 40% off a vacuum and 50% off toys my kids will love. Then I found matching PJs for my whole family for 60% off, plus an extra 20% off. So what are you waiting for? Get to Kohl's now to save big. Select styles, floor care and toys. Coupons do not apply. Some exclusions apply. Offers end November 26th. 20% off valid through November 27th. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
Hey Malachi.
Yeah, Brock, what's up?
What's your favorite thing about being an Associated Credit Union member?
You know what, Brock? That's a great question. I love ACU's Peach Pass Auto Loan. ACU circled me with a low rate auto loan and a $100 Peach Pass credit.
That's cool. How do I learn more?
You can find out more and become a member today by visiting acuonline.org/peachpass.
Associated Credit Union, where anyone in Georgia
can live, bank, and grow.
With Kroger brand products, you can make all your favorite things this holiday season. Because Kroger brand's proven quality products come at exceptionally low prices. And with a money-back quality guarantee, every dish is sure to be a favorite. Whether you shop delivery, pickup, or in-store, Kroger brand has all your favorite things. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Back inside the Piedmont Healthcare radio booth. here in Atlanta. Georgia leads Georgia Tech as we go to the fourth quarter. It's the Bulldogs 31 and the Yellow Jackets 13. The Governor's Office of Highway Safety says the penalty for getting a DUI can cost up to $10,000. That's why the Governor's Office of Highway Safety says drive sober so you won't get pulled over. Maybe I should show this to the guy next door. Kendall Milton, the story for the Georgia offense tonight, 139 yards rushing behind an offensive line without a starter. Tate Ratledge is out, but they are opening up some holes for Kendall Milton tonight, who has a career high in rushing with that 139. He's also eclipsed his career high in rush attempts. He had 14 carries last week in the win over Tennessee. That was his high until tonight. He's got 16 carries and a couple of scores. His long run has been 19. He's averaging almost 9 per carry. Georgia Tech with their version of a light show, which their fans seem to be enjoying here. Dogs defense ready to play some more football. Fourth quarter here, 2nd and 5 for Georgia Tech. King back in the shotgun. Now he runs out of an empty set as they run a man out wide to the left, and that's the running back, Dante Smith. They pitch it on an end around, running to the left side. Tech's got space, 40, 50, 40. Starks is chasing. That's the only guy left. Starks will run him out of bounds deep in Georgia territory around the 10-yard line. That was Eric Singleton showing some quicks. He took the pitch and went end around left and then was off for the races. They're going to mark him out of bounds at the Georgia 13.
Yeah, just a shovel pass, a little jet sweep action. Quick pitch right in front. He had a convoy of blockers out in front of him. Boy, showed some quicks indeed.
Tech goes fast from the 13. They run it with Smith. Our Smith up to make the tackle behind the line. Tyke Smith gets in there in the backfield and makes the stop back at the 14.5. They lost a yard or so. 2nd down, 11. Tyke with a tremendous play for the senior from Philadelphia.
Yeah, Tyke was out over the slot receiver, saw the run develop, abandoned his guy, came up, made a nice open field tackle.
The previous play was a 57-yard run by Singleton to get Tech immediately into the red zone to start the fourth quarter. Ball's on the 14 now of Georgia. Tech moving to the right. They hand it off, run between the tackles, and move that line of scrimmage down to about the 10-yard line. Dante Smith, again, the senior from Spring Hill, Tennessee. Tramel Walthour, the stop for the Georgia defense. Ball's right on the 10. The gain was 4.
Where Tech, once again, able to get up to the second level and get big bodies on our linebackers. Another 4 or 5-yard run. We've seen that a lot tonight against this Dogs defense.
Well, both teams giving up some yardage on the ground tonight. Georgia at 191 rushing. Tech's got 152, and neither team is done. Snapping back to Haynes King. Time in the quarterback. We blitz up the middle, chase him out of the pocket to the left. Marvin Jones going to get him. The ball came out. Tech may have fallen back on it. They did. One of their big linemen got back on it after the Marvin Jones strip sack. Corey Robinson, the tackle. Well, their lineman able to dive on the loose ball as Haynes King was running for his life. But the Dogs defense doesn't bat an eye. After they gave up a gash play, they pushed Tech back. And the line of scrimmage is now the 23-yard line as they lost 13 on that sack and fumble, and Tech will be forced to try a field goal of 40 yards here.
Great individual effort there by Marvin Jones Jr. Just a speed rush on the outside.
Aiden Burr into the wind. 40-yard try. Kick is away, and it is good. They got the 40-yarder. They get 3 out of it. It's a 15-point Georgia lead. 12-13 to go. Dogs 31. Tech 16. Timeout. Second half brought to you by First Franklin Financial. Go see the friendly Franklin folks at one of their convenient Georgia locations. Dogs get the ball when we come back on the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight carrier of Georgia Athletics, helping the world keep promises.
Georgia is our home. That's why at Georgia Power, we're building the future of energy. Over the last decade, we've invested nearly $10 billion to strengthen the electric grid, installing new substations, upgrading transformers, moving power lines underground, and investing in cleaner energy. We're making the electric grid more resilient and reliable for you and for future generations. At Georgia Power, we know that making smart investments today prepares us to meet our customers' needs tomorrow.
This is your home of the Dogs. You're listening to the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Don't you mean fa la 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 la?
Nope, we're shaking things up.
Whatever you say.
Shake things up this season at the Toyotathon sales event. Lease a new 2024 Toyota RAV4 LE for $339 a month for 24 months, plus $500 holiday bonus cash. Toyota, let's go places. Offer valid through December 5th, 2023. Well-qualified lessees with approved credit through Southeast Toyota Finance. 3638 due at signing. No security deposit. With select equipment, $350 disposition fee. Excludes tax, tag, registration, title, and dealer fees. See dealer for details.
Statistically, the world is losing color. Just consider all-white kitchens, beige baby nurseries, a sea of gray cars. But in the hundreds of destinations Delta flies to, you can rediscover color in the bright blue waters of Hawaii, the emerald green hills of Scotland, the berry pink cherry blossoms of Tokyo, and so much more. Sometimes, opening your world is all it takes to open your mind. Which is why, when you fly Delta, your potential takes off when you do. Delta, proud to be the official airline of the Georgia Bulldogs.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
12-13 remaining in the game, 31-16. Georgia leads as we welcome you back inside the Piedmont Healthcare radio booth here at Bobby Dodd Stadium. Tech got a field goal of 40 yards from Aiden Burr to make it 31-16. A 6-play, 52-yard scoring drive and 3:18 for Tech. That's the Georgia Metals drive summary. From a doghouse to a dog's house, Georgia Metals has got you covered. Tech has it teed up on the hash, the near hash, on the 35. And Gavin Stewart is ready to kick it away. Looks like he's going to hang it high and pooch it, and he does, towards the left side of the field. And it's fielded by Bell at the 15. Bell quickly to the 20, Bell to the 30, 40, 50, far sideline, and in Tech territory. And tackled out of bounds as he crossed midfield around the 45-yard line or so.
Great decision not to fair catch that. A little pooch kick trying to entice the fair catch. Dylan Bell said, I'm having none of that.
Boy, Dylan Bell has emerged as quite the weapon, hasn't he?
And every phase of the game, every position you want to put him in, just outstanding.
Return that to the Tech 46 after they unpiled everyone. Sorted things out, so the Dogs will start it this series in plus territory after Tech got 3. Georgia with an extremely short field to work with on the Tech 46. Ball's on the far hash. We're moving left. Dogs in all red, silver breeches, red helmets, red shirts. We hand it off to Dejon Edwards. He runs behind Ernest Green, the tackle, right down the hash inside the 40 to the 38-yard line. Micaiah Scott, the defensive end from Gainesville, made the tackle, but to the 39, he got a quick 7. Dogs ready to go, 2nd and 3. Beck with a couple of claps of his hands, then looks to the right sideline where Georgia is flashing in the signals. Now he's backed up into the shotgun, ready to go again. Play clock, plenty of time on that. Bootleg rolls to the right, throws a dart. It's caught at the 27-yard line. Arian Smith, junior speedster from Bradley, Florida, went low to make that grab. He picks up the Scana Energy first down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 12 yards for the Dogs. 1st and 10 at the Tech 27.
Tech completely let our outside receiver go. I don't know if we'll get back to that in this game, but every Tech defender came up for the flat, and then that shallow cross. We run a takeoff on the outside. Nobody's going to be there.
Edwards is in the backfield with Beck. Dejan gets the carry, hesitates, cuts through the 25 to the 20 to the 15, and down to about the 11-yard line, the 11 and a half. Dejan Edwards picking his hole beautifully as he started to the right, cut back to the left as he planted it in the ground and made that one cut down to the 11. It's another Scana Energy first down for the Bulldogs and a 16-yard gain.
And then initiating the contact at the end of that run, just put his head down and ran over a Yellow Jacket.
Dogs in the Massey Ferguson red zone again. 1st and 10 at the Tech 11. Looking for more. Lovett in motion to the right. Beck, play fake, quick throw, left side, Delp, 11, hit at the 8, and falls forward to the 6 on the near side. There's a flag back at the line of scrimmage at the 11-yard line.
Holding. Offense number 53. 10-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
Dylan Fairchild called for holding. So that delays what we hope is the inevitable for just a little bit. Ball's back to the 21. 10-yard penalty on the Dogs.
Yeah, Tech again brought pressure, linebacker pressure right over Fairchild. Fairchild had to grab onto him.
It's second down, correction, first down and 20, ball on the 21.
Dogs on the Tech 21, 1st and 20, 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, and Edwards in the backfield. Beck will let Edwards take the ball. He runs to the right side. Has a man from behind chasing him as he crosses inside the 20 and dragged down around the 16 or 17. That was Kevin Harris, a reserve lineman from Loganville, Georgia. That makes the tackle, dragging Edwards down from behind at the 17. He got 4.
Second down and 16.
Boy, that looked like it was going to go for a lot more than that as we had sealed the edge. Just a good athletic play from behind.
Going to go empty Z this time. Milton's out at wide receiver. Now he's going to shift into the backfield. It'll be a 4-look receiver set, 3 to the left, 1 to the right with Milton in the backfield. And Beck will play fake to Milton, throw it to the back corner, and it's caught! Caught! Touchdown! Touchdown! Now a flag down at the 10. Dylan Bell caught a beautiful ball, touchdown right at the goal line on the far side of the field. And now we're checking a flag.
Receiver downfield. Offense number 63. 5-yard penalty. Repeat second down.
They've called Georgia for an illegal man downfield, Cedric Van Pran. Apparently released early, was downfield. So another flag on the Dogs. We haven't seen this before much at all this season.
A little run-pass option there. Kirby is livid on the sideline. Not sure what he's saying. We're trying to take a look on the replay right now.
It's like that didn't have anything to do with the play. That's right.
Marked off the penalty back to the 22-yard line.
Yeah, Van Pran got out there and realized that, we're throwing the football, and went just and sat down on the turf.
Probably drew attention to himself. On second down, Beck escapes the pocket. Beck runs 20, 15, 10, 8. They wrap him up around the 7 or so. They're going to spot him forward to the 6 as his long 6'4" body falls forward. And the Dogs get a good chunk of that back. Eford, the linebacker, made the stop along with Shelley in the Tech secondary.
Boy, Carson Beck showing some quickness right there. Just saw a look that he liked. Had decent protection. Everybody's back was turned to him, and he just took off, and Yellow Jackets couldn't catch him.
16-yard scramble for Carson Beck. It's third down. 3rd and 5 for the Dogs. They can get a first down without having to score. We're just outside the 6. Snap it back to Beck on 3rd down in the red zone. Throw it in the end zone. Pass is tipped, broken up, and I think intercepted by Tech off the tip. Oh, my goodness. We're trying to squeeze it into a tight one to Marcus Rosenby Jack Saint, a yard deep in the end zone. Ball got tipped up and intercepted by Bryant, the safety, in the end zone. Touchback, Tech have the ball, stops the drive with 8:24 to go in the game. 31-16 remains the score. We got a timeout in Atlanta. Second half tonight brought to you by First Franklin Financial. Visit 1FFC.com to learn more. Dogs turn it over again. Back in a moment on the Bulldog Sports Network.
When you live in SEC country, you feel it everywhere you go. The traditions and rivalries surround you. As much as you celebrate the game, Regions celebrates your financial wins even more. And like SEC fans, we'll never quit. Because in an SEC world, we're the SEC Bank. Regions, official bank of the SEC. Member FDIC.
I'm attorney Ken Nugent, and I'm here with legendary Georgia Bulldog quarterback and radio host Buck Ballou.
Ken and I are teaming up to give back to the brave men and women of our military. Ken's going to donate $500 to one member of the military every Bulldog football game this season.
If you're a member of the military, go to attorneykennugent.com to enter.
And somebody's going to win $500 every game.
One click.
That's it.
Ken Nugent, proud partner of the Georgia Bulldog Sports Network.
Attention Georgia Bulldogs football fans. Napa is here to help you hit the road this season. As a proud partner of University of Georgia football, Napa helps you tackle tough projects. With a network of nearly 6,000 auto parts stores and over 17,000 auto care centers nationwide. So whenever your mean machine is coming down the track, know that the Napa network has your back.
Napa! Your morning shave with Barbasol is a time for self-reflection. Look in that mirror and ask yourself, can I make a real difference in this world? Of course you can. Just not today. There's football on. Barbasol. It's a can of can-do. Ever just want to start over? Take a mulligan in life? With a smooth, clean Barbasol shave, every day is a clean slate. So who cares if you put all your money in crypto and called your boss an idiot? Start fresh with Barbasol. It's a can of can-do.
Back with you inside the Piedmont Healthcare radio booth here in Atlanta. Tech stops our drive with a tipped pass interception in the end zone by K.J. Wallace. The pass was tipped by Jalen King and picked by Wallace. We were trying to go to Marcus Rosemy, Jack Saint. Z. Carson Beck's window may just have been a bit too tight for that throw.
Yeah, it really was. He had plenty of time to survey the field. Probably a little bit of a force. I think if you go back and when he goes back and takes a look at it, just continue to work through your progressions. If you don't like it, you've got points on the board with the field goal. At that spot in the field, just take care of the football, keep your points, keep moving.
Celebrate the season with gifts, deals, and holiday feels. Find perfect presents for everybody and every budget. Shop Kohl's and Kohl's.com today. Tech takes over on the touchback, 1st and 10 at their own 20. They trail 31-16. We're about halfway through the fourth quarter. King will hand it off on an end-around sweep here this side. Tech breaks a tackle at the 25. Malik Rutherford stiff arms a man, spins out of the tackle at the 25 and gets more yardage out of it up the Tech sideline.
Boy, Dogs lucky there wasn't a flag at the end of that. Marvin Jones Jr. was out of bounds and looks like he got tangled up. And threw the running back to the ground.
He spotted out at the 32. And Jones got shoved in the back as he was going back on the field from the Tech sideline. 12-yard gain for Tech, 1st down on their 32. King, a high throw over the middle. It's caught again by Rutherford, the guy who ran the ball on the last play. And Rutherford up to the 45, 44-yard line. Bullard and Smith on the stop for the Georgia defense. And now Rutherford is still sitting on the turf, shaking up on the play. Georgia Tech has an injured player, and we've got a timeout. Clock of 7:34 remaining in the game. Georgia's lead is 15 points. It's the Dogs 31, Tech 16. A timeout here in Atlanta. Our second half tonight is brought to you by First Franklin Financial, serving our neighbors since 1941. Back in a moment, Bulldog Sports Network.
Hey Bulldogs fans, a cleaner, shinier ride starts at Zips Car Wash this holiday season during Zips Car Wash's annual gift card sale. Save up to 25% off your gift card purchases when you buy online or in-store today. And it's never been a better time to go unlimited. Zips Unlimited can now be purchased online at zipscarwash.com. Give the gift of shine with annual prepaid memberships or treat yourself to a year of shine, now available only on zipscarwash.com. Zips Car Wash, proud sponsor of the Georgia Bulldogs.
Everyone deserves to smile like a champion, and Smile Doctors Orthodontics is here to help you, Dogs fans. Smile Doctors accepts most insurance on customized braces and Invisalign treatment plans with in-office financing and 0% interest, so anyone can get the confident smile they've always wanted. With some of the country's leading orthodontists ringing the bell all over Bulldog Nation, it's easy to find a clinic near you. So get that amazing smile you deserve. Visit SmileDoctors.com today and book your free consult. That's SmileDoctors.com for Smile Doctors Orthodontics. And go Dogs!
Georgia is our home. That's why at Georgia Power, we're building the future of energy. Over the last decade, we've invested nearly $10 billion to strengthen the electric grid, installing new substations, upgrading transformers, moving power lines underground, and investing in cleaner energy. We're making the electric grid more resilient and reliable for you and for future generations. At Georgia Power, we know that making smart investments today prepares us to meet our customers' needs tomorrow.
Hello, I'm Neil Pruitt, Chairman and CEO of Pruitt Health. We believe family makes us stronger. Pruitt Health has served families and communities throughout the Southeast for more than 50 years. If you're looking for skilled nursing, home health, or hospice care, count on our caregivers to provide the personalized plan your loved one needs. Learn more, visit PruittHealth.com. Pruitt Health is a proud partner of the Georgia Bulldogs.
Scott Howard back with you once again. Piedmont Healthcare Radio booth. Georgia leads Georgia Tech 31-16 fourth quarter. The Champions for Charity game is on every time the Dogs win. Camp Twin Lakes, Annandale Village, and Children's Healthcare of Atlanta win, because Walton Gas will donate $1,000 to these local charities for every regular season win. And for every bowl game the Dogs win, Walton Gas will donate $5,000. Everyone's a winner with Walton Gas. Tech first and 10 on their 44-yard line. Dogs driving for a touchdown moments ago. Had a tipped ball intercepted in the end zone. Tech working off that possession now at their 44. Moving to our right, they bring a man in motion, and they give it to him on the end around. This is Singleton. He's got some speed, but he can't rev up the engines too much. He runs right into Malachi Starks as he rounds the corner, crosses the 50, and tackled down at the Georgia 47-yard line. He got 9, second down and 1.
Yeah, still way more than you want if you're the Dogs. Little jet sweep action again, able to get outside and contain.
This time running between the tackles. Tech breaking free, 35, 30, 25, and down at the 24-yard line. Little Jamal Haynes, 5'9" and 180. He's a package of dynamite for Georgia Tech. Javon Bullard tackled him in the second level. That may have even been third level as they spot it down to the 24-yard line. 23-yard run by Jamal Haynes for Georgia Tech.
Tech now 183 yards running the football on the afternoon for both offenses, making hay on the ground.
And we've got, is this an injury timeout? Officials have called time. And we got a stoppage of play, so we'll take it with them. Media timeout with 6:38 to go. Georgia 31, Georgia Tech 16. Georgia has a player shaken up, Javon Bullard, I'm told. Thank you, Adam. Second half is brought to you by First Franklin Financial. Go see the friendly Franklin folks at one of their convenient Georgia locations. First Franklin Financial. Timeout. We'll back after this on the Bulldog Sports Network.
I'm attorney Ken Nugent, and I'm here with legendary Georgia Bulldog quarterback and radio host Buck Ballou.
Ken and I are teaming up to give back to the brave men and women of our military. Ken's going to donate $500 to one member of the military every Bulldog football game this season.
If you're a member of the military, military. Go to attorneykennugent.com to enter.
And somebody's going to win $500 every game.
One click.
That's it.
Ken Nugent, proud partner of the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
When you look to Northside Hospital Heart Institute, you see excellence. With a mission to heal your heart, we use the most innovative techniques and treatments, all to provide patients customized options and the most effective outcomes. Northside's cardiac surgery program has earned the highest rating given by the Society of Thoracic Surgeons for both open heart surgery and aortic valve replacement. No matter how routine or complex your heart care, you can always look to Northside. To learn more, visit northside.com/excellence.
Whether you're coming to visit the Classic City to renew old friendships, have a wedding, visit your UGA student, or simply have fun, award-winning Hotel Indigo is the only hotel that delivers a world-class and upscale boutique experience in all of Athens. At Hotel Indigo, you'll delight in our newly reimagined property that highlights Athens' most sophisticated and relaxing accommodations. Hotel Indigo Athens continues to be the choice of the discriminating traveler who demands the very best that America's greatest college town has to offer. Visit IndigoAthens.com to book your reservation today.
Don't you mean fa la 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 la?
Nope, we're shaking things up.
Whatever you say.
Shake things up this season at the Toyotathon sales event. Lease a new 2024 Toyota RAV4 LE for $339 a month for 24 months, plus $500 holiday bonus cash. Toyota, let's go places. Offer valid through December 5th, 2023. Well-qualified lessees with approved credit through Southeast Toyota Finance. 3638 do-it signing. No security deposit. With select equipment, $350 disposition fee. Excludes tax, tag, registration, title, and dealer fees. See dealer for details.
Dogs had an injury to Javon Bullard, which forced the stoppage in play with 6:38 to go in the game. Piedmont Healthcare offers you exceptional, hassle-free care closer to home. Piedmont, the official healthcare provider of UGA Athletics. 31-16, Georgia leads Georgia Tech. Tech on the move. This has kind of been a fourth quarter of frustration for Georgia. See, we had a touchdown to Dylan Bell on a nice play, nullified with a penalty. Then we threw it in the end zone to Marcus Rosenby Jack Saint in a tight window. Pass was tipped and intercepted in the end zone. And now Tech's driving.
The whole game's been a little bit sloppy for the Dogs. Start opening drive, we fumble the football, had a muff punt, interception.
Dogs have had 2 turnovers in the game. Dan Jackson is in for Bullard. Tech almost fumbled it there as King tried to ride Haynes a little too long. He wanted the ball back, and Haynes had it and was off and running to the left side, tackled by Zion Logue, and it left the quarterback for Tech kind of lurching, grabbing for the football. He got about 4 yards on that carry, though, to the 21-yard line. And Bullard comes back into the game for the Georgia defense. Call it a 3-yard gain, 2nd down and 7 for Tech. They flip-flop 2 tight ends from left to right. Snap it back to King. Fires it in the right flat to Haynes. Haynes can't get going at a full head of steam before he's run out of bounds by the linebacker, C.J. Allen, on this near sideline. And they will spot him out in the vicinity of the 19-yard line. He may have gotten 2.
Quick swing pass there by Georgia Tech. Just another way to find the edge. That one not nearly as successful as what Tech's been doing, just running the football. That allowed Georgia Live to flow freely to the point of attack.
Clock moving at 5.5 minutes. King hands it off to Dante Smith around the left end. And a few more yards to the 15. Raylan Wilson, the freshman linebacker, and Bullard on the stop. He got about 4 to the 15. Clock keeps going. Tech's 15 down. 31-16 is our score. 4th down for the Yellow Jackets. 4th and a yard to go. They go for it, obviously, run it straight into the line of scrimmage. Smith knocked around at the 14-yard line. And they blow the play dead as he was getting knocked around. We didn't get him on the turf, but they got the first down, and they moved the sticks. Tyrion Ingram Dawkins, the first guy to make contact as Smith plowed through the line to pick up the first down for Georgia Tech. They're inside the Dogs' 15, closer to the 13 now.
Tech now 2 out of 4 on 4th down for the afternoon, 2 out of 12 on 3rd down.
Zach Pyron comes into the ballgame at quarterback, takes the snap, rolls to the right, looking to throw, breaks through our defense, and tight ropes it on the sideline down to the 5. How did he get through that wedge of tacklers? Pyron, the backup, a redshirt freshman from Pinson, Alabama, came in for that one snap and runs it to the 5-yard line. He got 8.
Boy, it's almost like the Dogs just gave up on the play. C.J. Allen ran right by him, and we had a couple of other guys just not driving through the tackle.
Stackhouse, the nose man, finally got him down with a from behind the back tackle. Now it's King back in at quarterback for Tech. They're on the Georgia 5-yard line. Split backfield. Fake the pitch. King will waltz into the end zone. My goodness. Wide open.
Yeah, sorry about that, Scott. A lot of misdirection there. A little fake jet sweep. Fake the toss sweep. Had Dog linebackers flowing everywhere, but not where the ball was, which was in King's hands walking into the end zone.
5-yard touchdown run for the Tech quarterback. 31-22 with 3:46 to go, and Tech will try an extra point with Aiden Burr. There's the snap, the hold, the kick. It's all good. 31-23. It's a touchdown and a 2-point conversion game now with 3:46 to play. Tech's scoring drive after the interception in the end zone. They just marched right down the field. 10 plays and 80 yards. 4:38. They cap it with a 5-yard touchdown run by the quarterback King. That's your Georgia Metals drive summary. From a doghouse to a dog's house, Georgia Metals has got you covered.
When Dogs have really been bit by the penalty bug today. 6 penalties, and they've all been very untimely penalties, something we really haven't seen all year long, and then add some sloppy play on top of it, a couple of turnovers, and that's how you keep teams that you should beat pretty handily in football games. And give Tech credit. They have played a hard, physical brand of football here today, running the football extremely well. The Jackets now over 200 yards on the ground, 205.
Yeah, both teams, in fact, have run the ball well tonight. 205, as you mentioned, for Tech, 235 for the Dogs. Milton with 139 for Georgia, the leading ball carrier in the game. And Haynes for Tech has 81. Smith has 68, and then the quarterback has added another 24, and he's rushed for 2 touchdowns tonight. They've got Burr and Stewart both on the field for the kick. Gavin Stewart, onside kick. Georgia will cover up the punch in Tech territory. They kind of lobbed it over the first line of red shirts, and we caught it in the air, falling to the turf. C.J. Allen, the linebacker, caught it. The onside kick try fails. Tech 1 for 6 on onside kicks this season. And Georgia will have the ball at the Tech 48-yard line with 3:45 to go. Both teams with a full allotment of timeouts remaining. Georgia 31, Tech 23.
Let's see if the Dogs can put it on this offensive line here and just grind this game to a halt.
Dogs ready to snap it. Beck in the shotgun. Edwards in the backfield. Handed off to Dejan. He runs at right tackle. And they push the line forward inside the 45 down to about the 44-yard line. 3-yard gain for the Bulldogs. Clock moving, 3:30, 3:29.
Both teams have their full allotment of timeouts. Dogs in no hurry right now, going to bleed this clock as much as they can.
No, they're huddling and looking to the sideline, taking the time. Play clock's at 16, at 15. Linemen leading in the huddle. They'll break out of the huddle. About 10, they do. Up to the line of scrimmage. 6, 5 on the play clock. Bell in motion to the right. Dejan Edwards, play fake. Beck steps up in the pocket, avoids the rush. Beck runs to the 40, slides feet first. They'll mark him back at the 41. Not sure if that was a broken play or not. The stretch play fake by Beck was behind Edwards as he had already taken off downfield.
I think it was a design bootleg. Tech just had it defended very well as their defensive end shot upfield. Carson had to turn that upfield in a good, smart decision. Not to waste any time. Let me go get what I can get.
And he got 2 because he slid feet first. They bring the ball back to the 41. He ended up sliding farther than that, inside the 40. But it's going to be 3rd down and 3 for the Dogs. Tech calls a timeout, I think, although it's not taken off the scoreboard. Tech did call a timeout. They're first. They've got 2 left. Play clock's at 2:52 remaining. Georgia with a slim 8-point lead here in Atlanta. Kirby Smart walks away from the huddle. Back towards the Georgia sideline. Center judge standing over the football. The Dogs are huddling up. Play clock hasn't yet begun. And now the referee will put the ball in play, and they added 1 second to the clock. 2:53 on the play clock now. Dogs out of the huddle. Beck under center. Edwards, the lone setback. Toss sweep to the right. Edwards avoids 1 tackle. Still on his feet inside the 40. Kind of moving, sidestepping his way forward for progress close to the 35-yard line. They'll tackle him down around the 36 in a pile on the far side of the field. So name your favorite Tech defender, and he was probably in on the stop there at the 36-yard line. Dogs pick up the 1st down, however, on a 5-yard run by Dejon Edwards.
Student body right there for the Dogs. Just a tall sweep. We had a bunch formation to that side, then brought a receiver in as well to add to the bodies that were blocking. Oscar Delp leading the way in that effort.
Kendall Milton in the game now. He's had a whale of a game for the Dogs running the football. 1st and 10 at the Tech 36. Give it to Milton. He runs to the right. Not much blocking and not much space there. One of his shorter runs of the evening, only a yard to the 34. But more importantly is the clock, and Tech stops it with another timeout with 1:57 to go.
Yeah, Tech now only with 1 timeout left, so can stop it one more time. But Dogs, 1 more 1st down, and that should be it.
Kendall Milton, Z, continues to build on a career-high 141 yards after a 2-yard run there on 17 attempts. That's also a career-high number. And he scored a couple of touchdowns. Tech with 1 timeout remaining. And they'll adjust the clock again to 1:58 now. 31-23. Final minutes of the ball game here in Atlanta. Georgia and Georgia Tech. Dogs trying to finish an undefeated regular season for the 3rd straight year. Headed to next week's SEC championship game against Alabama with a record of 12-0. And trying to win their 12th straight here in Atlanta. We break the huddle. 2nd down and 8 from the Tech 34. Hand it off. Milton bursts through the line of scrimmage inside the 30. Still driving. Offensive lineman pushing. 20, 19, and down there.
Boy, what a game by Kendall Milton. Just shot through that hole with such power. And then yards after contact. Got a little help from some of the big boys there too, but Kendall Milton continuing to run hard.
15 more. Tech's got a player down at the end of the play, and I'm not surprised the way Milton is running the football. My goodness. Over 150 yards tonight for Kendall Milton, the senior from Fresno, California. By far his best game as a Bulldog. Now the Tech player that was shaken up, LaMiles Brooks, the safety, is up and shaking his head as he walks to the Tech sideline. 1:49 remaining. 31-23. Georgia leads by 8. Dogs trying to put an exclamation point on this one.
Yeah, indeed they are. They're putting it on the backs of this offensive line that have really played well tonight against the Georgia Tech defense that has been aggressive. A lot of different looks, a lot of different pressures, but they have not had an answer for this Dog rushing attack.
4th quarter numbers brought to you by Ag South, Ag Georgia, Southwest Georgia Farm Credit, loans for land and farms. The Dogs have rushed for, or have totaled 439 yards of offense. We've run for 264, thrown for 175. Tech has 363 tonight. 363 total yards. They've rushed for 205 and passed for another 158. Leading rusher in the game is Kendall Milton, 156 yards for the senior on 18 carries. Dogs up to the line. Clock now moving, 30, 129, 128, play clock underway too. Dogs aren't snapping it, 1st and 10 at the Tech 19. We're in the Massey Ferguson red zone again. We've been there a lot tonight. And they are in the victory formation. When we snap it, we might just take a knee. Back under center, he's protected by Rosenby Jackson and Jackson Meeks. He takes the snap and takes a knee. And Tech will use their final timeout. 1:04 to go in the game. We'll pause 10 seconds. Station identification on the Bulldog Sports Network.
WSB Atlanta, WSB BFM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
It's out of timeouts. Beck kneeled down on the 20. He lost a yard. It'll be 2nd down and 11 for the Dogs, but Tech can't stop the clock anymore unless they fake injuries. 1:07 is the adjustment on the clock now. 1 minute, 7 seconds. Dogs with an 8-point lead, 31-23. It's been rugged tonight. And most of the Tech fans even stayed until the very end.
Yeah, starting to file out right now, but this has been a really, really good football game. Give Tech credit. They came out with a good plan, executed well.
Georgia can take 2 more snaps and retain the governor's trophy as Beck takes another knee, bounces up off the 21-yard line, pitches the ball back to the referee. The clock, that sweet clock, continues to tick down at 50, at 49, at 48. Georgia can take 1 more knee, and the Dogs will have their 12th win of the season. You can hear the UGA chants from Georgia fans around the stadium with 35 ticks to go. Beck takes another knee. It's a 4th down, and now some discussion at the line of scrimmage. I think everything's going to be all right. The coaches rush out to make sure there's no extracurriculars going on. Both coaches surrounded by Georgia State Patrol personnel. There's cameras on the field. This one is over. The Dogs have won it 31-23 over Georgia Tech. 29 straight wins, Eric Zier. 29 straight wins. That is now an SEC record. The longest winning streak in SEC history belongs to the Georgia Bulldogs. 39 regular season wins in a row. 45 of the last 46. And it keeps going from there. The Dogs continue to win on the road. 15 straight true road wins now as they come to Atlanta and get another victory. 12 in a row here in this stadium and 6 in a row in the series against Georgia Tech. Your final, Dogs 31, Tech 23. Georgia 12-0 and headed to the SEC Championship next week, just over a few blocks at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Post-game coverage is straight ahead from Bobby Dodd Stadium here in Atlanta. We've got it for you next, exclusively here on the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Injured in a car wreck? Call the accident doctors, Arrowhead Clinics. We'll treat your injuries using medical and chiropractic doctors. We've been doing that for over 46 years, and we can refer you to the best attorneys who can get you the most money in your settlement. Call the accident doctors at Arrowhead Clinics.
When choosing a natural gas provider, look out for blitzes, tricky schemes, or formations meant to distract you, like introductory rates, hidden fees, and poor customer service. Walton Gas knows that customer satisfaction is about having more than a great rate. After